just miss the idea of my family. Just a very lonely feeling. Divorce is fun.
What's going on with y'all, man? Welcome back to Yale's One-on-One TV. We have another one, another reaction video. HL Talk That Thought. And it's another woman divorcing her husband, regretting it, lonely, making horrible decisions just to post it on TikTok. Now, like I say, if you like the content, please subscribe. Like the video for the algorithm. Doesn't cost you anything to like the video, you know what I mean? Like the video for the algorithm. And also comment. I love the comments, love having a dialogue with you guys. And also, if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going to drop the videos. All right, with that being said, let's get right into it, man. Let's see what she got to say, and let's react to the video. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Laura. I am a single mom of 3 and a survivor of narcissistic abuse. Since my divorce, my children and I have moved across the state, and we are currently living with my parents. Like so many of you, divorce completely shattered me emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. I find myself mindlessly scrolling during the day, avoiding my emotions, and trying to put on a brave face for my babies. Just existing in my life and not living in it. I recently thought to myself, do I even remember what it feels like to be happy? Last week, I decided I'm going to do things for myself daily to make me feel loved. Doing my hair, skincare, makeup. It's helped me feel better about myself, and hopefully one day I'll feel happy again. If this resonates with you, follow along. Let's heal together.
Can I ask a question? If women, are you out there listening? They are, because there's some women who comment and actually agree with what I'm saying. But why is it always when a woman is divorcing a man, we're always got to be a narcissist? Or just men, are we just all narcissists? Is that what it is? Or is that just a term that women are using nowadays to justify things? Because, I mean, come on. Every single dude who woman leaves them is a narcissist. I've been called that before. And I'm like, I'm far from that. Because I can be by myself and be happily alone. Because I've been single for a while now. And I have no issues with it. Unless a great woman comes along, I'm going to stay single. But, I mean, why is that just the thing to say? Narcissist. It just gets thrown out so much. It's crazy.
So this is a comment that I'm getting quite a bit on my video about how narcissists can't be alone. So a little backstory. I didn't know that my ex-husband was a narcissist. I'd heard other people use that term to explain how he was and who he was, but I did not personally believe it. It wasn't until I went to therapy and my therapist told me that I had just had like key signs of like being a person.
So I just have to say this because I said it. I've been called a narcissist, right? She just said narcissists can't be alone. I've been alone for over 3 years and have no issues with it. So make it make sense. I don't know.
And who was abused by a narcissist. So she told me a few things to get to kind of help myself and to kind of explain his behavior and then ways that I can combat it. So in that way, I'm not feeding as his supply anymore. The first one she said, and I'm still reading it because it's pretty large, is Becoming the Narcissist Nightmare. This book is so helpful. Screenshot this so you can go and buy it. And then the next book I found online here, and it's this one, It's Not You. And this doctor talks a lot about narcissism and gaslighting, and she's fantastic.
Like I say, it's just a cult of women out here who want to make every other woman single and miserable like themselves. And the worst thing a woman can do when she's married is go to a woman therapist because they're going to convince them to leave their husbands every single time. Oh, he's a narcissist. So they say every time, read this book, and then it ends in divorce. So if your woman wants to go to therapy and all that because of you, I feel like, I mean, if my woman wants to go to therapy because of me, unless I'm doing something terribly wrong to her, if I'm doing something terribly wrong to you anyway, it should just be over. You know, as a man, if I'm doing something terribly wrong, you should leave him. Leave. But if my woman has to feel like she has to go to therapy to deal with me, I think the relationship's over. I'm like, no, you know what? Don't go to therapy for me. What I'm going to do for you is I'm just going to leave. Because I'm not doing that. Because the only thing that's going to happen is going to end up in you being called a narcissist and her leaving you anyway.
One thing that I noticed going through a divorce, separation or a breakup is when your partner is not well, like emotionally, mentally, whatever it may be, and they're trying to get help, and you still have to go through with the breakup or the divorce because it's just too hard. You just need a fresh start. And 99.9% of you knows that it's over. It's done. You need to leave. It's done. But there's like that 1% that still has hope. And we put so much weight in that 1%, in that 1% of hope. There's just so much that we ignore the 99%. And when we're grieving, that 1% has so much more power over us. And I just don't understand why.
This is what happens, you know what I mean? And this is why men just nowadays, we don't even want to get married. It's just like these women, most of these women in the modern day do not take marriage serious, family serious. Hell, I'll even say the kids serious because you don't stay for the kids. You don't stay for anything. You don't stay for the vows. You stay for nothing. You leave for everything and stay for nothing. That's what I say. These women are ready to leave for anything and stay for nothing. There's so many different reasons they leave. It's like we don't even know what to do now as men. We're just like, man, whatever. We're okay. Bye. See ya. Whatever. Do what you're gonna do because you're gonna leave regardless anyway. No matter what we do, no matter how good we treat you, you're gonna find a way to sabotage the relationship every single time.
If you filed for divorce and your husband completely changes the script, he's the man you always wanted, he's the father you always wanted, he's doing all of the things that you begged for years, you need to still leave. Do not fall for love bombing. That's what he's doing to you. If he had this ability to do this the entire time, like if he had this capability in him, then he would have done it.
No, us men, what we do is we learn from mistakes. So when we make a mistake, we try to fix it and correct it. Most of the time, most men, that's what we do. We see the action that we're putting in, we see the result, and if that didn't work, let's try something different. So what's going to happen? Okay, you leave, but guess what? He's going to change for the next woman, and he's going to do that for the next woman and not you. Now you got to go out there and try to find a dude who's going to do it for you, and that's going to be way more difficult than for us to become a better man. Simple.
What a level of disrespect for you to accept by staying with him when he had this ability and it took you having to go file for divorce, separate for him to actually change. Respect yourself enough to walk away. Respect yourself enough to know that he's going to go back to exactly who he was. Have you ever noticed that the discard phase of the narcissist when they have a new supply is so much worse when they have that new supply than when they don't? The reason for that is because the narcissist is so distracted and infatuated by their new supply that they do not care. They don't care about you. They don't care about where the kids are going to live. They don't care about anything. All that they care about is that euphoria that they're getting from their new supply. And because they're so excited from this feeling of euphoria that they're getting from this new supply, you become like annoying, like you're just a pain. They don't want to deal with you. They do not care if you're alive.
So what I'm getting out of this now is she's mad that she divorced him. He's moved on. He's found someone else. And now you're mad that he's not giving you attention when you divorced him? Like, make it make sense, bro. But this is how it is. This is how it is in real life. I deal with this just dating women. Like, they try to play games with you, try to play these games with you. And then once you're just like, okay, whatever, I'm done with you, you cut them off. Now they're so mad and like, why'd you do this to me and all that when they were playing games with you, but now you're like done and you cut them off and you're not trying to hear nothing else they're talking about. They get this type of attitude that she's having right now. He's a narcissist discard of his new supply because you divorced him and he wants to move on with his life. And he has a new woman and now she's mad about that. Like, come on, man.
They're so hyper-focused on their new supply and that feeling of euphoria and excitement that they're getting from that new supply that you just don't matter. You're a bother. And that is why when you're in that discard
But you don't
phase,
matter no more. We're done.
and they have a new supply, it's more painful than it was when you were actually with the narcissist. And a lot of times, because they don't care about anything.
I'm sorry. I got to pause it. I know y'all like to hear it. I'm sorry I keep interrupting. But it's more painful than being with the narcissist. Yeah, now it's more painful because you left him and you thought you could find something better. He found something better before you did, and now it's hurting. It hurts your feelings now.
Else besides their feelings and feeling this euphoric sensation, this excitement from the new supply. If you have children with that narcissist, they'll want to introduce the children to their new supply as soon as possible because the kids' feelings don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. And they do not care about the damage that they're doing to other people. They only care about having new supply and constant supply.
So that's crazy. Just because he moved on and he's ready to move on with his life and try to be happy again after you broke him down and divorced him, now you're mad he found someone else and you're not getting attention. So if he finds another woman, he's supposed to give you attention still? No. You're the mother of his children. That's it. That's where it stops. You're the mother of his children. He's not supposed to be trying to make sure your feelings are okay. You didn't make sure his feelings were okay when you left him. So he's moved on with his life. Now move on with yours. Why are you still on TikTok making videos about him? Make it make sense, everybody.
Narcissists and their rebound relationships. The narcissist almost always ends up in a rebound relationship because typically they already have that person lined up. What's interesting though is that they didn't choose that person at all. It's more like they're being dragged by their desperation to find someone to feed their ego. They have this desperation and this craving for love and adoration. So the rebound is not love. This rebound instead is actually a lifeline that helps keep their ego afloat. And you need to remember that this rebound does not mean anything about you. It does not determine your worth. It's all about their inability to face themselves. The narcissist is really just running away from their own shadow. Don't let their inability to be alone and their need for distraction affect you. Stop taking it personally and get that power back. I'm going to say to you what I have to say to myself every single day. And that is, he has to have someone. He has to have a person there to fill that void of thinking about what he did to me, thinking about how he tore our family apart, thinking about his actions, because that guilt, he can't sit with that guilt and that grief.
So who's the narcissist here? Am I tripping or is she showing narcissistic behavior? It's all about her. Oh, he's only doing this because of me. Oh, he only got a relationship because of me and what he did to me. What? Is she's the narcissist?
So he has to have a distraction. He has to have someone there at all times. And I'm focusing on healing, being better for my children, and becoming a better person, and learning my worth, and never allowing someone to ever treat me the way that he treated me. And you need to remember that, because karma always comes back around.
Okay, if he's gone, you have him out of your life. Why are you still on TikTok talking about this man? Leave him alone. Quit talking about him. Move on with your life. You sound like a narcissist. Everything's about you. He's only moved on because of you. See, what happens is when women leave you, when they break up with you, they want to break you. She wants him begging and pleading to get her back. She'd be just fine with that. She'd be great and feeling all high and mighty if he just kept begging and begging and begging. Please, let me get my family back. But what he did was he manned up, chest out, moved on with his life, got him another woman. And now she's angry about it. Now it's about her. And the only reason he's doing it is because of her. Get out of here, bro.
I just want to remind you that them moving on so quickly after a divorce or a breakup says more about them than it does about you.
Lord.
You loved, you cared deeply. You're taking the time to work on yourself, to get better, to get healthy. So then that way you're not carrying this shit into your next relationship. And them, they're just filling that empty spot in the bed with anyone. So remember, them moving on is more about them and says more about them than it does about you. You keep healing.
She's the narcissist. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. She's narcissistic. Everything's about her. And okay, if you're moving on and healing, do that. What does that have to do with him and what he's doing and how he's moving with his life? You're out of his life now, right? Only thing you guys have is kids together, right? Why are you in his personal business? And then you're taking shots at the woman that he's with. That's stupid, pretty low, if you ask me. She's taking shots at the other woman. Oh, he just fills it with anything. She's a narcissist.
Even though your ex didn't do anything, for you for like Valentine's Day or like even like your birthday, but is anyone else having a hard time this first Valentine's Day being divorced? Anytime I see like stuff in the store or like commercials or ads, it's just like another gut punch. And I don't miss him. I just miss the idea of my family because we never really were a family. He never did anything with the kids and I.
Once again, is that not a narcissist talking? She don't even miss him. She just misses the idea of it and how it makes her feel of the idea of a family. She doesn't miss him at all. And yet still talking about the guy. Narcissist to the fullest.
But just very lonely feeling. Divorce is fun.
I mean, you just really can't make this stuff up, y'all. It's just crazy, man. A lady like this, man, she's an overthinker, narcissist. Everything is about her. She's really mad that she divorced him and he didn't come crawling back. He didn't beg her and plead with her to take him back. Hey, you want to divorce me? Like he said, okay, that's fine. Went through with it, divorced him. He moved on with his life. Found somebody new. Now she's mad at that. Talking down on him. Talking down, really low-key, talking down on the woman he's with, sending subliminal shots at her, which is really low, and traits of a narcissist. That's why I'm just going to keep calling her that, because how many times she called him that, accusing him of being that. It's crazy. But anyway, man, I hope y'all liked the video. Let me know what you think in the comments about how she's reacting. Let me just know what you think. I really want to know what you think on this video. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video and what she's saying. And with that being said, if you do like the content, please subscribe. Like I said, comment, have some good dialogue. Like the video for the algorithm. Hey, it's free. The only thing I do is hit the like button. And then also, if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know I'm gonna be dropping these videos. And with that, the video has come to an end. And I'm gonna holler at y'all.